Hi folks, this is Helen Tegeler here. I made this really beautiful piece for the Bring the Heat here at the Corning Museum of Glass, and so we wanted to do a little recap. Sadly, we discovered today, after multiple days of cold working and handling and everything else, that one of the components unfortunately popped off of the surface. Because that did end up spontaneously breaking on its own, we won't be able to sell this particular piece. It is my hope to remake it though, so stay tuned. It's actually something that I delved into starting just with fusing processes, but this is one of the first times that I've been able to really accumulate it onto a blown vessel. So it's been a lot of fun experimentation. This is the thing that's really surprising me and where I'm a little perplexed as to how this might have happened. The drawing cane that I made, and I made this myself, it's just a solid bit of tobacco color, and then I used a little bit of brown and a little bit of amber on the outside and then pulled that into a cane. There is a chance that these colors aren't happy together, and that's an incompatibility that can happen. Two colors are slightly off from each other in the way that they expand and contract. That can cause cracking. So it's not like the whole thing popped off. It actually broke in half. It's either it got too cold and had a crack or some kind of stress while we were building the rest of it, or those colors might be a little incompatible and that's why they sheared off. But of all the parts, that was the least one of my worries. With this process, I took powdered glasses and then just sprinkled them onto a kiln shelf. Now these kiln shells have a very thin layer of a powdery substance. It's kind of a kiln release. When I finish these pieces, I fire them in the oven and you flip them over. They sometimes have a little bit of that little dust. One of the things that I did before I started all those assemblies is to go through and clean off a little bit of that dust. Because that was my biggest concern, that when we attached all these things, if they weren't really attached well, they would just come free. Ironically, these all seem to be holding tight. So since we're into show and tell time, we figured we'd show you some of the other samples and things that I did in developing some of this work. You can see in this one, I kind of purposely got it really, really hot. And you can see how much that shrinks up. So it really exemplifies kind of the delicate balance that we're dealing with on temperatures. But a lot of these kind of processes, they take a lot of trial and error, and glass can betray you at any moment. I'm super excited to have had an opportunity to play and to practice, and this is really just the beginning of a bigger future for these pieces and this process for me. But yeah, you win some, you lose some. Unfortunately, we lost this one, but we'll try it again.